gentlemen, welcome to Victory Mondays. Oh, this Monday felt so good. Tampa, Neil, this is Epic B.
This is Tampa Neil.
Nice. We'll work on that timing next time. Let's have some fun tonight. Uh-oh.
You find us, we breaking the tables, we tailgating, breaking the tables,
yes.
breaking them. You know the mafia.
It's Monday on the Built in Buffalo Network.
We breaking them
time
tables, we breaking them tables, we breaking them tables, we breaking them. The podcast breaking tables. You see us, we breaking them tables. Neil and Brian is breaking the tables. The mafia, baby, you know that we dangerous. Everybody know. Don Brown.
Get the tables.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Bills Mafia from everywhere around the globe. Welcome to Breaking Tables. This is Epic B, co-host Tampa Neil over there. Wow, today felt good. Just walking in today, Mondays are usually a drag, just like when, we kind of called it out. We kind of miscleoed the whole score prediction and what we were going to do to the Steelers. Today felt absolutely amazing. Tampa Neil, how are you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling pretty damn good. I remember when you called me last night and asked me what my score prediction was. Well, I didn't have it directly in front of me. However, my prediction was 39-6, so I was pretty damn close.
Pretty darn close. We did
miscleo that shit.
Yeah, you definitely got me on that one. I was like 51-0, and honestly, it could have been 51-0. It could have been
very well could have
easily could have been like number one. I can think of the interception when we were marching down on the 99. And then Morse's fumble. I'm like, come on, man. It could have been a lot more dangerous. And then he'd even play a quarter. It was just like complete and utter domination. But guys, before we get into this game recap, you are watching the Breaking Tables podcast on the Built in Buffalo Network. Go ahead, hit that like, hit that share, please. It makes us feel good. Makes us do it every Mondays and Thursdays at 8:00. I mean, we'll do it regardless, but it just makes us feel better. And this episode is brought to you by Coco's Fashions and Straight Out of Buffalo, one of the best apparels out there. Bills Mafia chapters around the U.S. know them very well. So thanks for tuning in. Tampa Neil, what did you do this weekend? I know you kind of stayed home. You didn't really go out.
Oh, dude, this weekend was so nice to just hang out and relax and watch the game with my wife, kids, neighbors. That was it. It was
nice,
awesome.
Nice.
And watching that ass kicking was fucking epic.
Well, I bet your neighbors were like, there's no way the Bills are going to beat them by plus 14 points. There's no way. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, and I wasn't a Bills fan, I would have like, I know the Bills are going to win, but I'd probably take the Steelers with the points if I didn't know as much of the Bills as I do right now. You know what I mean? I'm sure they said something like there's no way we're beating it by 14 points.
Oh yeah, I heard it all week. There's no way you're gonna beat the Patriots or the
Patriots.
Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers by 14 points. You'll beat them, but you're not gonna beat them by that much. And they came out, and from the get go, it was fucking on.
I mean,
a 98-yard pass.
Take your 14 points, Vegas. I'm telling you, Vegas knew something, Neil. Vegas was onto something. They got microchips everywhere, bro. Vegas, who knows what they can tap into. I mean, they probably have NSA on their payroll, bro. But, I mean, 35 points. Take your 14 points and shove it where. 35 points. I mean, Josh Allen had 350 yards the first half. Has that ever been, done before? It's like, what? Are you kidding me? 4 touchdowns, 350 yards, first half.
For the Bills, I don't think that's ever been done before. I mean, I believe, broke an NFL or a Buffalo Bills record for the most yards in the game.
Another one. Kind of used to hear that.
There was a record that was set too on that 98-yard touchdown pass. That's the first time in NFL history that a pass from scrimmage has been that long in the first 90 seconds of a game.
Mike Ronk goes, looked like Josh Allen was playing Madden. No, he looked like he was playing NFL Blitz, bro. It was like NFL Blitz with the cheat code. You guys remember that, right? Yeah. NFL Blitz, you could make your own character. Yeah, that's what it felt like every time.
I heard that comparison a couple times today. It literally looked like it was a video game out there, the way they were just throwing darts halfway down the field.
like it started off. Okay, so obviously the hype is real. You're in Buffalo. The fans are going crazy. I mean, you could just hear that stadium rumbling from my TV in my house.
Oh yeah,
and you get that kickoff, and then Taron Johnson or Taiwan
Saran Neal.
Ron Neal. Why did I?
Yeah, Saran Neal.
Was it Saran Neal that kind of bobbled it or couldn't get a grasp?
Yeah. And then
maybe could have gotten yards, but he's like, no, I'm gonna run horizontal along, I'm running parallel to the goal line, and then just get tackled, just get smothered, and it looked kind of like, oh no, what's going on? It kind of like knocked the air out of everybody. You're kind of watching that, you're all pumped up, let's go Buffalo, and then it's like, then they mentioned Tony Romo goes, they are number one team third downs, and Josh Allen just hurls it, bro. We're all like, oh my God, that actually happened. I mean, what were you doing? How loud were you screaming? Did you have to did the neighbors call cops on you because you were yelling?
I was going nuts because I was still making my wings. So I was still, trying to get that second batch of wings out of the oil. And I'm like, what the fuck is this kickoff here? What are you doing? Run, do something, do anything. And then nothing. Then the first two plays were like, oh boy, here we go. And then Allen comes out and just launches that thing 45-yard down the field, and
in the air.
Davis just takes it the rest of the way
through the wind. You see that wind ripping? Did you see that American flag?
Dude, it was windy there.
It was insane.
Boston Christie was at that game, so she said it was really windy.
Meredith goes, my kid got the Saran Neal glove yesterday. That's awesome. Cool. Meredith gets she sits down with the players on the bench. His kid or her kid's gonna be the next Tiger Woods. So that's why we got to be friends with her so we can get invited to go watch one of these tours when he's playing.
So Saran Neal started off having a rough go around to start off. But at the end of the game, when he came in, he had 4 pass deflections.
Dude, he was just a tank at the end. He was a different Saran Neal. I mean, coach is like, all right, dude, do not mess up. He's like, I won't, coach. I won't. Put me in.
Yeah,
and
business when he got out there.
So then we kick the ball back, and I think we fast forward, we kick off, right? And the guy bobbles it. We're like, oh my goodness. It's not even 2 minutes into the game. And here we are, 20-yard line, 7-0 Buffalo ball. And you all thinking it. And even the commentators were like, going into 14-0. And then it's just it kind of stalled out, and the missed field goal because of that wind Bass is automatic.
Yeah, we were watching that, and the whole goalpost was moving. I'm like, I hope he makes it, but
I know I'm not time traveling, but that field goal is swing.
Yeah, right.
And I love the flags on the goalpost. It really wasn't moving. But then behind the scenes, you see that just wind ripping through that American flag. I was
standing up straight. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, that was insane. I mean, I saw a lot of photos from yesterday, and it looks insane as always.
Oh yeah.
That would have been a game to go to. That was close for that first shutout, but I'll take it, man. I'll take Josh Allen playing 3 quarters. Let's save that for the the big game at the end of the year, right, Neil?
Absolutely, man.
So it's not even pretty. 31-0, and that is the first half. One thing. Okay, let's talk about this game. Okay, we all know the score. We all know what happened. We all know Josh Allen he's going to be the offensive player of the week. Tampa Neal.
I don't think he will. You know who
you don't think
get it? I think Davis is going to get it, man.
You think Gabriel Davis is going to get offensive player of the week?
I think Gabriel Davis may get offensive player of the week because what he.
You know what? I would actually be okay with that too. I mean, 3 catches.
What is going on there?
What happened? What'd you do?
I don't know.
Okay, 3 catches for 160 yards or something stupid. The guy was averaging 50-some yards a play. I mean, come on. That's got to be the most, there's a lot of stats saying that this is the most efficient wide receiver, all time in a half, or even probably close to a game. I mean, that was a near perfect game for him. And we only used him 3 times. I mean, he dropped the ball, I think, once or twice. And got interception, I think, another time. But
the interception was going to him, yeah.
Still, amazing what was going on. Okay, so devil's advocate here. You're going to give it to Gabe Davis. Okay. Who threw him the ball, though? Who just stood in that pocket and just threw to him like only a Josh Allen type quarterback can make to Gabriel Davis?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Allen had played a phenomenal game, but Gabe Davis was. Everybody thought he was injured, and he had a rough couple weeks. And man, he came out, and I'll tell you one thing: he wasn't injured anymore. That part where he took the ball away from that was fucking
Ryan
Fitzpatrick.
Whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, he ripped that ball. I mean, that was almost an interception. And
dude, that was epic.
Ball away.
That was epic. Yeah. I mean, he catches it one-handed, right? He catches it one-handed. I mean, Josh Allen just rips it 50, 60 yards.
65 yards.
Yeah, further than his first throw to Gabe Davis. And he just brings it in like this, and it kind of like goes to him, and Minka just tries to grab it, and he's like, just rips it out of his hands in the end zone, and everybody's like, oh, man. Okay.
I mean, Fitzpatrick's an all-pro safety. He didn't pull that away from just some fucking generic safety. He pulled that away from one of the best.
All pro.
Yeah.
I mean, this is it'd be the equivalent of like, lining up against Jordan Poyer or Micah Hyde in the prime. I mean, he's a great player. He's a great player. So it's not a chump, like you said. It's not a backup. It's not a third stringer like we've been using for our defense. So, but okay, so you're going to give it to Gabe, and I get that. I just think with what Josh did, the first half alone, just spreading that ball. I mean, he had 2 wide receivers, 100 yards.
Yep, dude.
I thought Shakir was going to get it, man.
I thought Shakir was going to get 100 yards too. I was like,
that would have been awesome. Listen, he only played 3 quarters. Wait until a game actually like really matters, or even if they had a good offense and where they can just kind of go tit for tat. Josh Allen is not leaving if they're scoring touchdowns. Sorry that our defense is too good. We'll see you in the playoffs where Josh Allen will play the entire game unless it's a blowout, which, bring it on. Bring it on.
That was a lot.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. And we got a solid, we took over the AFC East again. No surprise there. We should have took it 2 weeks ago, but whatever. It is what it is. And we're top of the conference right now. So pending tonight's outcome, we're all going to root for the Raiders, right, guys?
No, so, you kidding me? I actually want Kansas City to win this game because I don't want to have Kansas City come in pissed off they just lost to the
no excuses. Raiders. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Listen, I want them to cry. Then they're like, oh man, now we got to play Buffalo. How do you boost yourself up knowing that you're going to be playing the hottest team? Well, we'll talk about that Thursday because we got our friends from Kansas City. They're going to be on talking about it's Mike and Brian Isbell, the Isbell brothers. Those guys are cool as hell. They're going to be on Thursday night. So we'll talk about the Kansas City game, but more about this ass whooping that we gave out. I mean, I just love some of the memes that are going out there. The one where the Bills posted, what's the guy's name? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, Mr. Rogers.
Oh, yeah. He does the
I can draw. I can't draw very well with a crayon, but
that was hilarious.
So Josh Allen, I think, what was his final stat? I'm not big on stats, but I think he had like 130 something, top of my memory, QBR against the Steelers. We're not playing, a bunch of bums that barely make the bottom barrel. These guys are consistently a competitive team. Don't forget, last year they came to our house and punched us in the teeth, and we lost. So I think this is a good revenge game going, okay, you want to come to our house? This time, this is what it's all about. Welcome to Buffalo again.
He finished with a 134 rating.
There we go.
424 yards.
Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Yep. I mean, that'd be a fun stat to look up, folks, right? Let's just find out. Has there ever been a QB that had that good QBR? And let's just look at their wide receiver scores. Let's see what the wide receivers did. And, Megatron. How many times Megatron won Offensive Player of the Week? You gave it to Stafford. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We're going to be interesting to find out. When's it come out? Tomorrow, I believe?
Probably tomorrow after
it has to, right?
Tonight's game. Yeah.
Well, it's either way. It was fun just watching that. And then a couple of shout outs here. And then we'll talk about a couple of things we didn't like, but obviously Khalil Shakir, man. We were talking about it in the Built in Buffalo chat. Just like it's going to be, Shakir season. And bro, it's just he stepped up. He stepped up on special teams. He stepped up when his time to answer the bell. I mean, just wow, what? Jumping up in that middle of like 3 defenders all around him, and he just jumps up. I'm like, who is that? I'm like, that is not Shakir. How does he jump so high? How is that humanly possible, Neil? Like, what am I watching here? I'm watching Space Jam football style.
Yeah, he definitely benefited with McKenzie not being there, and he was out there and he was lights out, man. He was catching balls, he was catching and running. He got his first touchdown pass, which he almost threw away. Did you see that? Did you hear
no,
about
he
that?
did. He gave it.
He threw it away.
No, he threw it to the referee. Like he turned around and he's like, "Here," because I watched the replay today. He's like, "Oh, he threw it to the referee."
Allen took it back from him. Yeah, Allen grabbed it from the referee and gave it to him. He goes, "Oh, my bad, thank you."
Imagine Josh Allen going to the referee, going, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Just give me. Oh my goodness, that was so good for him. Good for him. Welcome to the NFL. We're big on him in the draft. I know we talked about it with Dr. Z Peter from Buffalo Blitz every Wednesday nights, Built in Buffalo Network. We always talked about good things about this guy coming into the draft and how low he dropped for us to pick him up. But that's Brandon Beane for you, knows what talent like fits in our program. And it's just good with all these injuries. That is how you become a star. That is how you become known, by going out there when your number's called, Neil, and just kicking ass, man. I loved it. I mean, 75 yards for that young kid. Good for him.
Speaking of Brandon Beane, did you see Von Miller's shirt?
I love his shirts, bro. Like,
that shirt was amazing.
He must have somebody like during the games with like some sort of printer press going, "Listen, this is what I want in this shirt." You know,
he's wearing a Brandon Beane t-shirt. I'm like, this is amazing.
That's what I'm going to be for Halloween this year. It's going to be like the Brandon Beane from the National Lampoons with the hat and Uncle
Eddie, yeah,
Uncle Eddie style, but his Christmas style when he's drinking, he's like, "Merry Christmas, go Bills," and he founds us, I'm sure, a very expensive scotch, I imagine, right? Yeah, I want the Von Miller shirt too. Sorry. I'm waiting for 26 shirts there to be like, "All right, Vaughn, can you please just make a bunch of designs for us?" Because that's going to be his retirement if he ever retires, because he's a robot too, recording a sack. Poor Pickett,
dude. They were talking all week about like, oh man, I feel bad for Pickett. They decided this is the game they're going to put him in against the best defense. A defensive line that is ready to kill you at all moments of the time. And you know what? They tried. And they were almost successful.
All bullshit aside, okay? I think Pickett did a hell of a job
I think he did too.
Thrown
the fire.
Thrown to the fire in Buffalo. Just raging Bills Mafia. Been partying since, I'm sure, probably didn't go to sleep the night before. Bills Mafia. And I mean, he came out there in 300 some yards. Yeah, an interception. He only got sacked twice though. I mean, he's a tough kid. He sucked through the pocket. He found a lot of open holes. I think they've got something going for them. So good for him. It just happens that, our defense is really good. So there's nothing wrong with your quarterback. It's just our defense is really that good.
Speaking of our defense, you see this number right here? 0
again.
Third quarter, 0. Fourth quarter, 0. They've only allowed 7 points in the entire second half all year.
Which week are we in right now, Tamanil?
Week 5. We're almost say
that one more time slowly so everybody at home can just maybe they do a little math in their head. What week are we in, Tamanil?
We've allowed 7 points in the second half in 5 weeks. Count them, Mr. Rogers.
That is ridiculous.
That's almost a point per game allowed.
That's not even fair. Like, back to the cheat code. I mean, who put in the super contra unlimited health left, right, up, AB, BBA code? Come on.
Right?
That's insane. I love it. I mean, hell yeah, folks. This is Victory Monday. It feels good to have Victory Monday because, you all watched it. You were all there. And it was like one of those games again where Josh Allen is doing good, Neil, right? But it's one of those games where like you really don't understand the level of how good he's doing until you hear that stat. It's like halftime, 350 yards. You're like, what? What?
Yeah.
How did you feel, Tampa Neil, when you first heard that stat? You were kind of like,
yeah. When I saw that stat at halftime, I just had a big grin on my face because one of my neighbors is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
oh no.
He didn't come on until way later yesterday.
You should have started off. That's like the worst time to come when you're down, 38-3.
Yeah,
It's like, now I'll show up. Here's our comeback.
No, I mean, he didn't come until like the 4:00 game.
I didn't want
Like,
nothing to do with you.
I had to get stuff done. Yeah, he wanted nothing. I saw him walk outside, just waved down the street.
Like he walked out and he saw Josh Allen already scored a 98-yard bomb. He was like walking down the street. He heard that on his radio. He's like, he turned right around. He's like, I'm not going over there.
Well, I'm sure he walked out and saw my daughter and her Zubas, in his front yard. And he's like, fuck this shit.
I don't want any part of that.
Jumped to my table.
I don't know who's going to talk more crap, Tampa Neil or his daughters. Oh, man. Okay, so let's get down to the bottom of the barrel here. What did you not like about this game? I mean, guys, we could go on about what we like. There's a lot of different plays, a lot of different, things that we saw. Quentin Morris diving for that catch, boom. But then he was like, oh man, this guy's awesome. And then he fumbles. It's kind of like, but what did you not like, Tampa Neil?
That I can't pronounce the guy's first name, but Witherspoon did not get ejected.
Oh,
How
yes.
did he not get ejected for that?
78 or whatever, 68.
Yeah. I mean, he came and clearly went after, was that Taron Johnson? Or not Taron Johnson, it was a Hamlin. Because Hamlin hit Pickens.
Because Hamlin was, I don't know. Okay, let's talk about that. Okay. So, with this whole safety thing and concussions and Tua, AJ Epinesa, that was another issue. But so how I saw that was like, I think Hamlin was like already going in like kind of mid-air, kind of tackling him, and then Pickett was sliding. I mean, he turned, and then he was in the air, then he slid. So it's like they kind of like simultaneously happened at the same time. Yeah. So they never called that. They never called it. They called that a legal hit.
They called it legal hit, and he went back to back. Like he went back. There was no helmet to helmets. There was no anything. They went back to back, so it wasn't an illegal hit. I mean, I get that guy wants to protect his quarterback, but he comes over and he shoves him. 2 weeks ago, Mike Evans did the same damn thing, and guess what? He got suspended for a game and ejected. So,
well, if that was Tom Brady, that would have been a flag, right?
Yeah.
But and then he gets up and he just gets fucking leveled by this guy. Yeah. I mean, this guy's a fridge compared. Hamlin's like the size of his thigh, Yeah. It's like, come on, man. I thought that was very shitty that he did not get ejected there. And the Epinesa ejection, what the fuck was that? It's like he was like by the referee and he hit him. No, AJ Epinesa was he turned around, he was walking away, and like it looked like the ref or somebody grabbed his elbow and he kind of like, like get off me kind of thing. And it was the referee, and the referee just went ape shit on him.
Yeah.
Second time in 2 weeks, apparently. So Is that a threat? Is that a thing now? Referees just starts kicking football players' asses.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that was. I mean, I doubt McDermott even yelled at him for it. It was the end of the game anyways. Did it really matter? But yeah, I thought that was like what? What just happened?
Definitely gonna get. I mean, he's gonna get fined. He's not gonna get suspended because
he'll get fined because
it wasn't his fault. He didn't intentionally do that. He wasn't even looking at him when he kind of did one of those. Then he looked back and he's like, "Oh yeah, all right, you want to yell at me? Fuck you," or whatever you say to a grown man yelling at you for no fucking reason. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. It was crazy. It got sloppy towards the end. I'm glad none of our starters were playing it. I mean, just it didn't happen as a backup, but. He looks good for a backup though, because they still had their first string offense on the field. So,
they did.
I mean, granted their defense was banged up, but it's not nearly as banged up as we were against the Dolphins. They only had like 4 guys out, major guys, top guys, and we had like 11. So yeah, we can't use that as an excuse, but it is a legitimate excuse. Just saying. Would have been closer with TJ Watt. What I didn't like.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're probably not going to like this, but I wasn't happy with how Elam just got picked on. Poor Elam. I mean, rookie, he got picked on, and he looked slow off the. I'm not analytical at all. You all know that. If you watch Breaking Tables, you know we're like on the other polar spectrum of analytical. But it just looked like he got picked on all day.
Yep.
And he got lucky with that interception. Pickett threw it a little higher, a little better, more accurate. Elam would have been burnt right there again. And I mean, at yards after catch, he's a great tackler. He did a good job tackling, but yards after catch probably was very minimum, but they're also getting like 10 yards of play on him because of the cutbacks. And he can't keep up with quick, like Claypool just destroyed him every time.
Yeah, he was one person that did have a rough day. I would agree with you there.
I mean, great.
You got to see him get that interception, but either way, I think that McDermott said it today too. He talked to Elam and he knew that he had a rough day. So he's working on it. He'll be better when he's facing up against Kermit the Frog. So
well, when Benson's in the game, iron sharpens iron. I mean, when Benson's, I mean, I don't know. You got to, don't get me wrong. Elam, first round draft pick. What is Benson? Like 6th or 7th or something silly?
Benford,
yeah.
Yeah.
Something, yeah, 6 or 7. I don't, but then he's taking more reps than Elam just because of just the way our defense is designed. I think they kind of changed it up just for Elam because he was playing a lot of man, and you don't rarely ever see that with our nickel defense. It's just like it's always, picture a cloud area, okay, zone called zone defense, where you get your zone. Somebody gets in your zone, you go after him. But he played a lot of man up because that's what he did in college. So they played to his strengths, and obviously he got blown out of the water. Welcome to the NFL, Elam. But hey, you didn't give up any touchdowns, so that's a positive. Small victories, right, Neil?
Absolutely. I mean, he didn't let anybody really get past him, so that's, I guess, the good thing. You're taught at a young age, keep the guy in front of you.
And with our injuries looming, I think we talked about this. If they're on that thin line where they could play if we really needed them to, sit them. We were playing the Chiefs next week, guys. We're playing the Chiefs this Sunday, 4:25 Eastern time zone. Okay? We want as many people as we can playing at Oliver. I mean, up the middle. Jordan Phillips, stretch your hamstring, bro, please.
Dude, seriously, no. And then they showed him picking up Josh Allen. I'm like, no, put him down.
What are you doing? Man. You were just living off the field, Jordan. Wow, man, you're killing me, Smalls. You're a big boy, but you're killing me.
But dude, he's a wrecking ball when he's in there, man.
I know,
he really is. I mean, he was, even with a fucked up hamstring, in the beginning part of the game when he was in there and he was wrecking people.
Absolute stud. He's an absolute stud, and he's our backup. That's how deep we are, guys. That's insane.
Hamlin yesterday played an absolutely phenomenal game.
Yeah, I mean, they all did good for a young. I mean, they've got a really good wide receiving group. I mean, Claypool and Pickens are going to be studs. That's going to be like your. And I mean, if they get a good quarterback, you can throw it to him. That's going to be like your Diggs, Gabriel Davis, kind of like wide receiver duo, but with the Steelers. So it's not like we're playing a bunch of chump wide receivers either.
Yeah.
I mean, Elam kind of.
Their receiving core is good, but.
I mean, I don't think Elam sucks, but that's how good their wide receiving group is. And yeah, our defensive line is just so amazing, bro. I would probably go with the latter.
Yeah, our defensive line is amazing. They were all over them. Pittsburgh's offensive line might as well not have been there.
I'd go with the latter.
That's how bad they were.
I mean, yeah, I think, listen, the Steelers have been known to always have a good line, okay? Mm-hmm. Coach Tomlin, he's one of the great coaches of our generation. Believe it or not, he's already won a Super Bowl. They had Big Ben as your first Hall of Fame as a coach. He's not going anywhere, folks. It's just it's awesome, and I think we have the kind of same mentality. So against our defensive line, if they ever coached to be one of the best offensive lines since he first started, and you're going up against a defensive Bills like that, you got to be like, well, I'd kind of say the Bills are better than their offensive line is.
Yes,
that makes sense.
Those defensive lines are better than a lot of people's offensive lines.
Keyword when. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Brett Harmon. Phillips is constantly hurt. I don't know. Here we go. Touchdown Raiders. If you guys are watching that game, we're going to be tuning in after breaking tables. So don't go anywhere. Here we go. When they're in. Yeah, no, we got you, cat. Thomas Hurst goes, word, I'd like to see KC lose tonight.
No.
Okay, so we're battling here. Me and Tappanil are battling here. He thinks Gabriel Davis is going to win Offensive Player of the Week over Josh Allen. Cool, arguably good. I want to see the Chiefs lose. Tappanil wants them to win. So do you want them to have motivation, Tappanil, going into a heavyweight match, or do you want them feeling a little sad and being like, oh, now we got to play the Buffalo Bills? You know, I'm with Thomas.
Just think about this. How do we feel that when we lost against Miami? We were like, man, Allen's going to come out and he's going to be pissed off as hell. If the Kansas City loses, they're saying the exact same thing over there. Like, oh, well, Mahomes is going to come out and be pissed off as hell. Do you want that? I don't want to piss off Mahomes.
Yeah, but we're playing the Baltimore Ravens, though. It's like different. I mean, I don't know, man. If we're playing a high-powered offense, then I would be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Listen, at the end of the day, we're still going to spank them.
We're going to get home field advantage because we're going to win this game, but
by a billion.
I don't.
Bills by a billion. Okay.
Fuck yeah. That's a good shirt. Where'd you get that shirt from?
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was from the Bow Parade up in Buffalo. Yeah. Yes, I knew it somewhere. Shout out to Dopp, Ashley Dopp. That was a fun time. So okay, I didn't like Elam. You didn't like what didn't you like again? I don't pay attention.
I didn't like that guy not getting tossed. What the hell was his name again? For the Witherspoon getting tossed from the game. That was bullshit. Right. But
what about anything about what the Bills did? Anything you did not like for what the Bills did?
Oh, I really, really hated the fact that Quinn Mortis dropped that or fumbled that ball. Like, dude, and I hate to say it, but Knox would have done that.
Listen, Morris is a rookie. We were like, I mean, he showed some burst in training camp, and we're borderline surprised, but like not really. We're like, maybe he's like the dark horse, and I think he did for what for the spotlight that he was given. Even though we were up by a lot of points, that really hurt us. Kind of lowered our. I think that was Josh Allen's last drive too, I believe, right before he got taken out, and Josh Allen's like, man, I could have had.
5 touchdowns
instead of 460 yards, 500 yards. I mean, it was like a 30-yard play, I believe. 30 yard some play. What did he end up finishing with? Josh Allen finished with like 424 yards.
424, yeah.
And didn't play a quarter. Oh, that is disgusting. I mean, any other team, think about all the other teams before that you watched. You saw like 400, 500-yard games from Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. But with those guys, they've always stayed in the entire game. You've never seen them being pulled. Think about that. Have you ever seen Peyton Manning getting pulled? Maybe like 1 or 2 games,
rarely,
but it seems it's like a continuous thing with Josh Allen. It's a good thing. I'm happy about it.
Think about this. Peyton Manning didn't have the defense that we have. He didn't have a good defense ever in his entire career until he went to Denver. And by the way, that defense was led by Von Miller. I'm
seeing a pattern.
So
Dave Kaprosh goes, Knox had his drops too. Hell yeah. Do you remember like for year 1, he was great. Then I bought a Knox signed jersey. Year 2, not so good. How many times he dropped the ball?
Sell the jersey?
I got rid of the jersey and he went to tight end U and then he blew up again. So I was like, all right, I'm glad I got rid of that jersey. So see, little stitches, not super. So, okay. You know who I really liked in this game? Tyrel Dodson. I mean, Edmonds is out. Here's Tyrel Dodson. He was everywhere, anywhere, all over the field. He read the assignment.
Yes.
You got to give him props. Dodson was, it made you kind of forget about Edmonds sometimes, I mean, I think Dodson is a little better tackler. Bill's Bobby, don't hate me. I think he's a little better tackler than Edmonds. I said it. I'm going to say it. What do you think, Neil? Am I
I'm not going to go that far, but he absolutely, he had a great game. His assignments was dead on with them. He got that sack. I mean, he was on fire yesterday. He played a great game. He had a couple tip passes. So
right place, right time. He definitely read the playbook. He knew what to expect. It seemed like he was almost on every play. Pretty much. The only time you saw him he didn't really get burnt either. It's just a couple of those routes that Elam was involved with where he's running through, but then you'd see Dawson just destroy the guy.
Yeah, he wrecked some people, that's for sure. He was a good wrecking ball for. I mean, you never saw the running back get really going at all because he was there. He was making those tackles. The running game never got going for Pittsburgh. Never. Harris couldn't do a damn thing. They tried screens with him, couldn't do anything at all. So both of them, both Milano and Dodson, they were on top of it. I mean, he had to throw. What did Pickens throw? Like 50 times. He was forced to throw the ball because
he was like 32
they literally
for 50
couldn't
something.
run it. Yeah,
yeah.
They couldn't.
Najee Harris went absolutely nowhere except backwards. Gina goes, moral of the story, don't buy anything signed from the Bills. No, don't sign anything from current Bills players. I can wear old school player jerseys, signed jerseys. Okay.
Najee Harris's run average yesterday, did you see it? 1.8.
Don't lie to me.
1.
Why you gotta lie to me like that? 1.8, what? 100 yards? No,
1.8 per carry for 20 yards. It was like that's horrible.
That is what? I mean, Najee Harris is a good running back, folks. That's on a lot of people's fantasy starter probably got really upset with that one. I guarantee they all started. Are you serious? You started Najee against our defense?
I had to. I don't have any other running backs.
I'm starting to question you, bro. Please tell me your last place in your last place league.
That league, I am horrible. Horrible. Dude, I'm the worst fantasy player ever. That's why I don't like joining leagues.
Truth comes out. Tampa Neal. You're supposed to be my stat guy guru.
I'm a donator.
I just donate to the community. That's all I'm doing.
I'm actually kind of surprised that the NFL Players Association hasn't called me because my first round pick every year goes on IR. For the record, my first round pick this year was Jonathan Taylor.
Oh man, don't you ever pick a Buffalo Bills player
I don't.
Don't Tampa Neal. I swear I find out you
I promise you I do not do it. I won't.
Yeah, that is crazy. So please don't. Just like I'm not going to wear a current Bills player, signed Bills player jersey ever again. So things we don't do. Right?
Yep.
Like I think we are undefeated when Larry wears red. Larry Palmy and Dave Kaprash wears red to a game. Did you guys wear it against the Dolphins? I don't recall. Did you guys wear it against the Baltimore Ravens? I believe so. And I think you guys wore it this week. I could be wrong. Who knows? I don't stalk you guys like Tampa Neal does. So everybody has their little twerks when it comes to games. It's like this weekend. Normally we go to a backers club and just hang out with everybody. But here we go. Red is over. Maybe he did wear it for Miami.
There you go.
But this weekend I was like you. I stayed home. I just, I didn't even put any pants on. I think I wore a jersey. That was about it. And a hat backwards and watching the game, one of those things where I have to go knock on the neighbor's door. Hey guys, just, me here going to be watching Bills football. So if you hear screaming, like, I will murder you, it's seriously, I'm just yelling at my TV. Please do not call the cops again. That's how we roll though. This is what I mean, Bills Mafia. That's why we go to places where that's encouraged. In the city of North Lauderdale, probably not so much. Good community.
Khalil Shakir's parents were at the patio.
Yes, I saw the photo, the video, and they were all like cheering. Dude, that'd be cool. That's awesome when the whole place is going rowdy for your son who's playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that video. I'm like, that's awesome.
I think they'll probably start going to more games because that kid is going to be good. Let me tell you.
Yeah, right.
It almost made me forget about Cole Beasley and Crowder, just like that. It's like, what? Just his ups, his speed, just his hands. I think he only had one drop catch, if I'm mistaken, right? I could be wrong.
I believe so, yeah.
Been known to be wrong many times. which is
I'm
rare.
surprised they didn't have somebody else doing like they didn't have him doing kickoff returns. I'm surprised about that.
He did that one. Was it? He did a kick return. He got a bunch of 40 yards or something on that one kick return.
Oh, was that him?
That was him. All right. Taiwan Jones was the one that had like 2 yards.
Tyrone.
It wasn't. Yes. It wasn't Saran Neal. It was Taiwan Jones.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm looking at that now.
I was like, no, there's no way it was Saran Neal.
Why the fuck did I think it was Saran Neal?
Thank you, Jared. I don't know. That's why we don't listen to Tampa Neal.
Sorry, I was drunk on that part.
Between Tampa Neal and myself, combine what we say, it adds up to 100% right. Okay.
I like your math.
It just makes sense. It makes logic. Oh, Raiders are holding KC. All right. Well, don't ruin it for me, dear Brent. I'm going to go watch it after this.
Thanks, Brent.
No, actually, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Let's go, guys. Keep it coming. Appreciate the comments. Go Dave Kaprosh, number 10, baby. Let's see here. Dave Kaprosh again. He was back there for one of the punts and it bounced in front of him and just let it go and rolled to the 2-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Saran Neal. That was Saran Neal, right? Yes. Just say yes. Just go with it. We got to be, yes. It's a 50-50 chance. It's either yes or no. So let's go with heads. 3 downs later, we hit 98. There we go. Missed field goal. That's uncommon with Tyler Bass because Tyler Bass is automatic, guys. You saw that wind just ripping, roaring.
Yeah, that wind was so bad. But hey, he may have won later in the game.
You guys been holding strong. About 60 so far. Great work, fellas. That's right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. You guys, absolutely. We love you guys. That's Jared Reed from Buff 24/7 Buff Fandemonium. There we go. Got it right.
Cheers, Jared.
No, Kaprosh. Cheers.
What is no?
No means no with Dave Kaprosh. Field goal missed by KC. Guys, love the comments. Thank you. Keep tuning in. Keep tuning in, folks. You got us for another 15 more minutes. One thing, it's kind of like a Gregory Rousseau this week. He didn't really have, like on paper, a good game. I think that they focused more on Rousseau than they did Von Miller just because they had a stud on that left guard or left tackle spot. I really think they double teamed him a lot. I mean, he was in a lot of plays and just Pickett just got rid of the ball so quick. One thing Pickett did was got rid of that ball. He's like, I am not getting sandwiched between these people. These are some big men.
Rousseau on the stat sheet didn't exactly light it up, but I'll tell you one thing: he knocked Pickett down at least 3 or 4 times.
Right. He waited for that last second. We all like, well, there's gonna be another sack, and he gets rid of the ball, first down. But Pickett, they don't show Pickett getting demolished. Yeah. I mean, welcome to the NFL.
He knew all about Rousseau. Yes, I'll tell you that. He got Rousseau was in there.
Everybody did good.
Did you see the game balls that were given out?
Yes. Yeah. They gave one to Coach Washington, who just recently lost a relative.
Yeah. Mitch Morris. And then
Mitch Morris, 100th career start. Yeah. And then Stephen, and they're like, all right, guys, bring it. Hold on, coach. Hold on. We got one more game ball. The most winningest. Did I just make that word up? Yeah. Yes, you did, Stefan. And we love it. The most winningest. Buffalo Bills are going to be the most winningest team in the NFL. I promise you. So let's rock it. T-shirt. Yeah. Winningest.
McDermott passed Marv Levy percentage wise for winningest head coaches in Bills history. So
that's amazing.
Congrats to him.
Guys, this is Marv Levy. Where would you rather be than right here, right now, Marv Levy? That guy.
Absolutely.
Where if you went to that game when he got on that on the microphone, and you want to talk about a crowd getting roared, is hearing Marv Levy saying, where would you rather be? And everybody in unison goes, right here, right now. He passed that guy. Amazing.
You know what's amazing about that, Brian? When he came on the microphone, the place was just going nuts because you had Kelly right there, you had Bruce Smith right there. So the place was going nuts. And Marv started talking. Then all of a sudden, It was silent.
Nobody said, "Oh," you could hear a pin drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like he started with that statement, and then all of a sudden it blew the fuck up. Like,
it was awesome. No, it was good. I love the Bills. I love the Bills. Hi, my name is Brian. I'm a Billsaholic.
Oh yeah. Hi, Brian. Welcome.
Welcome. Love you. Hand hug. Oh boy. You know who I really hated this game?
Who's that?
I don't know. I can't even pick somebody. I'm trying to find somebody I didn't like. Maybe just Elam, but like I said, he did what he could do. It is what it is.
He had a rough game. He'll come back. He's a rookie. He's going to come back. He's going to come back strong, and he's going to look better against Kansas City because of this game right here.
Yeah, he held his own. No touchdowns. Is a victory. Okay. I don't care what happened. I don't care how many yards they get thrown on you. 0 touchdowns. That is the stat I worry about, or anybody really cares about. Right, Neil?
Yep. And that's one thing Leslie Frazier does preach. He goes, I don't care if a guy catches the ball. You don't let him get past you after that.
Yes. And that's what we're talking about, the yards after catch. Elam was just like, he was just maybe just a step away from him every time. And that kick and tackle, I'll give him that much. You guys down in Florida, how do you deal with the Dolphins fans down here?
There's only like 7 of them, Jared.
I know. Like if we somehow walk by somebody with Dolphins gear on, you know what they do? They look at us, they see our Bills gear, they're like, I'm not going to get a part of this conversation. Oh, no.
I got to go this side of Publix.
Yeah. I'm gonna go walk across the arrows where I'm not supposed to go in Publix.
I mean, I'm pretty lucky here. When Tom Brady goes and retires next year, there's not going to be any more Bucs fans. So
they're gonna just like, I'm out. I'm going back to New England.
Yep.
Mac Jones, here I am, baby. But Jared, answer your question, man. It's just, I mean, they can't say much. They all pretty much say the same thing. Man, you guys have a quarterback. that's all they say. Like, wow,
they
Josh
do,
Allen. Yeah. That's really all they say. Other than that, it's like, it's an ongoing rivalry. Fuck the Bills. And then we say fuck the Dolphins. Then we high five and do a drink. That's just kind of what we do here. What is Mike Runkle? Do you think Stevie Wonder pisses on his shoes? What the fuck? What? I don't think we're allowed to say that there, Mike. There goes our Peacock sponsorship.
So Boston Christie sends me a video from the stands yesterday of a guy that took his boot off, filled it with beer, and then
yes. No. Why are we not sharing this video, dude? What can we? Can you email it? Everybody wants to see this video of some guy taking off his boot at the Rock, filling it with beer and shooting his own boot. Imagine what he was wearing all day, folks. You got a Tap a Deal? You know how to do it?
Huh?
Can you email
it? Yes, I will have it. I mean, I'm going to try and do it as fast as I possibly can, but yes, I will have it up here in a minute.
Folks, you don't want to miss this one. I seriously, this is the reason why I did a show tonight with Tap and Neil is to watch this video. So, so don't go anywhere. Are you emailing it, Tap and Neil?
Working on it, yes.
Okay, cool. So as soon as he gets that up, we'll go ahead and get that on the boards. But folks, this is Victory Monday. I guarantee video for the Buffalo Bills today went a lot better than the videos for the Steelers today. Let's just leave that one right there. 100% true. The whole shoot boot.
Tomlin after the game was like we just got slaughtered out there. Did you hear his press conference after the game?
You really can't say much when you get just like I said, Tomlin's a great coach. He always led a great organization. Yeah, you know when you get beat, it's like no, we got slaughtered. So while Tap Manil is getting that footage that we are all anticipating, because I want to see that, I might even just like share it and be like, show my friends at work, God, you see this? This is who we are. This is Bill's Mafia, baby. Let's make this guy go virus and let's get him on the show and see if he'll do it again.
Well, she was there with her daughters, and her one daughter's like, ew, that was gross.
Please allow that. I hope that you hear that in the video after he does that. Ew, that was gross.
I don't know if that part was in it, but that sure is all funny when she told me that.
All you hear is, "You suck." Oh man. So there is conversation about, off topic about the Steelers. I think we've already kind of beat that one to a pulp. We destroyed the Pittsburgh Steelers. They did not belong on the same field as the Buffalo Bills. Best of luck the rest of the season. Best of luck getting that first round draft pick, because I don't think you guys are going to do too much if Pickett can't, do more than what you got. So, but they're a whole different team once they get TJ Watt back. That's simple as that. Don't forget, guys, too. We're getting our main guys back, too. We're getting Poyer back. We're getting Trey White back. You think Trey White's playing this week, Tappanil? You're on mute, bud.
As much as I would like to say yes, I do not think so.
Yeah. I mean, he started practicing already. Is he still red jersey?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's been conditioning. Yeah, that's kind of too soon. Maybe give him.
I mean, they haven't put him. They haven't activated him yet. So,
no,
I don't think it's happening.
Well, that means Benson's gonna be coming back because they didn't put Benson on IR.
Correct.
I can see that. I mean, Dane Jackson, mind you, he got twisted up like a pretzel, and this man's playing again. Benson, the beast, too. Right? I guarantee he'll be playing. I like that combination of Elam and Benson. That way you can mix and match your defenses to what you want to do, because I think Elam's better one-on-one, man coverage, and Benson's better at the zone coverage, No Trey, but can you imagine when we're 100% healthy? It's going to be 150-0. Meredith, so we were talking on the last episode. It's like right now, we're like Tony Stark from Iron Man with just like our chest plate and our helmet on. We don't have any like arm stuff for our, iron arms yet. So Trey White coming back, Poyer coming back, everyone 100% healthy, full Iron Man, kicks ass. Ring of power. Screw Thanos. There we go. Do you see the meme? The steel curtain has become a picket fence. Oh, that's funny. What are you doing, Tabanil? Are you emailing it or no? Oh, you're doing this.
It wouldn't upload it. It wouldn't upload. Right. So here we go.
Here we go, folks.
Play. Why is it not playing? Why is it not playing?
Press the play button.
There we go.
Oh my God. No. Yeah, buddy. Yes. Now I would probably go to the doctor right afterward. No, I'm just kidding. We've done worse in college. Come on. We've done worse in college. That man is a legend. We need to find out who that guy is. Everybody, we got to share that video on Twitter and let's say, who is this guy? Because I would like to talk to him. Like, how long were you wearing your shoes? What time did you wake up that morning? Where did you park? That means you had to wake up, put the boots on, load up your tailgate gear, get to the stadium, probably a distance away from the stadium, like everyone else does, right? Walk around all day, drink beer, spill beer, go to the bathroom, porta potty, come on out, go to the stadium bathroom. Come on out, step on a rock, and then you're like, you have the brilliant idea. You know what? I'm going to take my boots off. Oh, you can just smell the cheese just ruined. Oh, man. That guy's a legend, bro. That guy's a legend.
But it doesn't end there. He had to put that boot back on to walk back.
All you hear is step. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I love that guy. Come on, man. That is the spirit, Bills Mafia. That is what we do. No funnel, no problem. Just take your boots off. If you don't have one, ask your neighbor if you can borrow theirs. Excuse me, sir. Might sound kind of weird, but I'll buy you a beer. Okay, what do you need, man? Here, you need my boot? Yeah. Can I borrow your boot? Here. Love Bills Mafia, man. Buffalo, city of neighbors, bro. That is amazing, folks. That is amazing.
Yes, that was amazing.
Too much fun. Can I see that one more time? I just want to see that one more before we end the show here, guys. I got to see this one more time. Did you already close it up, Tampanil?
Hang on, it'll take me 2 seconds to pull it back up.
This guy's a legend, bro. I don't think I've ever even done this.
This is the first time I've ever seen anybody do this. Yes.
You got to share it, Tampanil.
I know. Yeah, let me start.
Just drops.
Just drops the beer bottle.
The can. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that boot. You see the tread on the bottom? Those boots have some mileage, folks. Okay? Those boots just what? We got to start a poll. Folks, go ahead and comment. If you got offered $100 and I took it for me to take my boot off and for you to shoot the boot, would you do it? Dave Kaprosh, would you do it? Jeff Pinkston, Gina, Larry, Meredith, guys watching, Noel. Come on, would you shoot the boot? We've all done it in college during rugby, but those are cleats, and we only wear them for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes in a game.
Then
this guy was walking around.
Shoes.
Right, in normal shoes. This guy's walking around in normal boots all day.
There we go.
Guarantees he's probably a farmer too, He probably went deer hunting with that same boot. Come on, this is Western New York, folks. Patricia goes, oh my God. She goes, no, you're not doing it. You're not allowed to. Oh, but I want to. Nope. Dave Kaprosh. Today is opposite day. That means Dave Kaprosh would definitely do it. So next time we see Dave, guess what we're doing? Shooting the boot. I'll make sure I wear the stinky ones too. And I'm a farmer. That's kidding. Oh, that piece of you know what? We're done. That guy's a legend, folks. Let's find out who that guy is. Ask somebody. Ask around. Ask your neighbors. Ask your friends. Did you see that guy that took his boots off? Well, we'll find him. We're gonna find him, and we'll get him on, and we'll have him do it again.
He's gonna stop at the Red Wing store, get himself a new set of boots to get on when he gets.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's just like, oh man, no, my stomach, I haven't tasted it. I gave myself COVID. I can't taste. I taste nothing. I've been throwing up for days. I'm pretty sure that is how you get very sick. Well, like E. coli, salmonella. I don't know. A bunch of these bacterias. You're drinking your toe fungus. Your lint.
Foot mouth syndrome.
Oh,
is that a real thing?
Like I know my Red Wing boots are like kind of coned a little bit, so you can it's actually legitimate good for shooting boots. That wasn't. That was like a leather. Like I guarantee there was a lot of sweat, a lot of tread on that. But all right, you are, sir, the winner. We talked about your boots and you for like a good 10 minutes. God bless your soul. Please check yourself in at the nearest hospital, Erie County ECMU. Yeah, I'm just saying, throw it out there. Tampanil, final thoughts of this game before we call it quits tonight. Let's recap. Final thoughts. Bills, Steelers. Yes.
I mean, it was just a much better team against a team that was not ready at all. It's so simple to just watch that game and just be like, you know what, this team, one of them is going places and the other one is not.
Do you think Mitch was smirking, going?
Mitch was happy that he wasn't in there.
Oh, I guarantee Mitch was doing the Shaq, the Shaq meme where he's in the sideline. They look at him. He's like, they would look away. He had
the call from Tomlin saying me like, hey, we're going to start Kenny this week. He's like,
oh, you know what? I think I have a concussion.
Oh, okay.
I think I have the C word. Tampanil, I'm with you, man. This Steelers team had no business being on the field with this Bills team. I know you hear the same old cliche any given Sunday, but when it's, I've heard a lot of kind of chatter about this could have been a trap game. This is a Steelers organization. Let's not get it twisted. Coach Tomlin is still a post 500 average winning coach. So it's not like we're playing bums on the street, folks. So let's take this victory and really stick together and use this energy, this momentum going into week 6 at Arrowhead Stadium. We're going to need as much love from everybody out there, spirit fingers, and everybody healthy to just smack the crap out of the Chiefs. Let's go, baby. How many points in the third quarter?
0. That's what I was looking for. Woo, still 19-1.
19-1. 19-1. You. Tampa Neal, this has been a lot of fun, my man. A lot of energy.
Oh, yeah, man.
Can't wait till Thursday. We get the boys from Kansas City fans are going to be joining the show Thursday night at 8:00. The Isbell brothers, good friends of ours over there. So we're going to be talking with the enemy, talking about Kansas City, and we might get a phone call from Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh.
Yes.
I love how Patrick Mahomes calls the show.
Patrick Mahomes is going to be calling the show, folks. So we'll see you guys Thursday. Tampa Neal, bring us home, brother.
Well, you can always find us right here on the Built in Buffalo Network, Mondays and Thursdays, 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you pull us up live on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter. Now, if you missed the show and you still want to make sure you definitely don't want to miss the show for one.
Don't miss the show. What?
Don't miss the show. You can catch us pretty much anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. Pull us up on Spotify, Apple Pod, iHeartRadio, Samsung Pod, Google Pod, Josh Allen Pod. We're on all of them.
These nuts pod.
These nuts pods. Is that a thing?
I don't know. We're going to start it, though.
And if you want to, if you're just sitting at home getting dinner ready, you can just be like, hey, Alexa, turn on Breaking Tables podcast. She'll put it on. See? She'll put it on. Alexa, off. So we're even on there. Make sure you pull us up, listen to us, like us, share us, tell your friends, aunts, uncles, neighbors. Don't tell your attorneys.
Love it, Tampa Neal. Bills Mafia, thank you for tuning in. It's been absolutely fun talking your ear holes off. Can't wait to talk your ear holes off again on Thursday night. So This is Breaking Tables. We love every one of y'all.
Cheers.
Woo! Bills by a billion. Let's go, Buffalo. We love every one of y'all. Bye-bye. Go Bills.